The homie 50 Cent here. What up, 50?
Yeah, man, I'm in here. I'm feeling good. You looking good. It's cute and heavy.
Man, I'm working out here.
Nice and thick, man. I don't know no other DJs with those on like that.
Oh, man. I'm trying to catch up, man.
God damn, man. We got the guy. Got to regroup.
Oh, stop it.
Got to regroup.
Album comes out next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I think this project, I don't know what my expectations are for it number-wise, but it feels good. It feels like I reinserted myself.
Right.
And really what I was preparing to release anyway was Immortal. So the warm-up is in place.
Right. You know what? And I tell you before, I didn't like the way you released these records because you didn't give the records enough time to really sit.
Yeah.
As soon as you start to like a record, here's Fifth on a Monday with another record.
New one, yeah.
Then you start like that record, then here's another record on a Monday.
And I was looking to keep everyone engaged. It's along with the actual record telling you it's coming, it's a viral campaign, 11-week viral campaign.
Right.
That keeps everyone having something new. And if you look at how valuable Monday night is. Monday night, every website that would actually create a blog that would talk about hip-hop culture or has hip-hop in the tagline would actually attach the actual song to it. And then Tuesday, the music video would come out, so they would end up putting that on their website.
Right.
Just the coverage is priceless. It's the value of it if you was trying to buy it.
Right.
Because, look how many artists, just buying that one slot on World Star. And additional fake hits, like for them to press Apple and C and let the number go up.
Right.
Like they do that and to make themselves feel like they actually they're generating that kind of interest at the moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for me, like I could care less. Really, I ain't gonna say care less, but I really wouldn't. It's not gonna change my morning or my evening the day after.
Well, you got a lot of stuff, so nothing's gonna really change your morning. I mean, from the new sitcom that's coming out to the headphones to the box, you got a lot on your plate, so nothing's really gonna mess up your morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna still have a good morning. Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch.
There you go.
Breakfast of the Champions.
Now how does it feel? It's independent because of course you put your own money up.
Right.
But you have to work like an independent artist. And what surprised me is you're really working like you're going to station, small markets, big markets, like you're out there working. Do you feel like shit, man? Maybe I should have just put this on a major and not have to do all the work.
No, because I think the climate has changed so dramatically that it'll pay off at the point. Whatever the actual number is, would pay off at the different percentage,
right,
of what you actually earn as an independent artist per actual CD download, or it's already paid off per single.
Right.
Like during this process, what they don't know is I've been averaging about 80,000 pieces per single.
Oh, okay.
So you do the math.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With 11, it's already look.
Pay for itself.
If the shit was a dud, I'd make $3 million.
All right.
So it's like, follow me.
Right.
I'm not even going fast.
Right. Okay. I get it. So your expectations, you're doing it for fun. You're not doing it for.
I love music. I still want to do it. It's just I wouldn't let my decision to sell headsets get in the way of me actually making music anymore.
Right.
Like the Interscope's, Jimmy's decision to sell beats created such a strong priority in the building that they weren't capable of doing anything connected to another audio brand.
Right.
Doing anything for a project that was connected to something else. Because whether he intended for it or not, there wouldn't. You don't have really. There's no building that you can go in that they have a seasoned staff.
Right.
I mean, and if they were, you should probably be afraid, because if they had a seasoned crew at a record company right now, they probably have no idea what's really going on.
Too old.
Yeah, or just don't understand how the times are changing.
Digital times work, right?
And how the right way to approach things at this point. It's an experimental phase. We're in an experimental point. No one has a lack of interest in quality music. You see how it is when you go out to nightclub. Everybody still wants something to come on to be excited about.
Right.
And that's never going to change. It's like you watch a movie on an 8-inch screen on your computer, but I still like to go to the theater and watch that film.
Right. Now, does anybody, we're talking to 50 Cent, he's here if you want to holler, 877-60 hip hop. Does anybody get mad at 50 because your commentary is classic? Whether it was, Floyd Mayweather going through his stuff with his ex-girl, his ex-fiance.
Yeah.
Or it was
Jackson.
Yeah, or it was Jay-Z and Solange.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about that and he's going to get mad at me? Or
I don't care. Like, look, let me explain something to you. They can't do nothing to me. They can't do nothing to me. Nothing.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get
there's nothing they can do. Like, look, Floyd is like my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I call him my baby brother,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because at points he can get to like being like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like his attitude is, it's all despite something,
Right.
something else. Like he'll one girl, he upset with her, so he gonna give another girl more
Mm-hmm.
stuff. She gonna have to watch him spend more money on her and feel whatever feelings connected to that she feels,
Right.
because of how he feels about it. And then in the end, you know, I just want him to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I want him to do what actually makes him happy. I don't have any hard feelings towards him. I just laugh at some of the stuff that he
does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's with the Solange thing, it was a surprise, but Jay did the right thing in that situation.
Right.
See, if he would have done anything,
right, swung, yoked up, anything,
it would have all been inappropriate,
mm-hmm.
and it would have changed how people perceive him based on that. And you know what's interesting is I'm not sure I could actually stand it.
I was going to ask you if you were in that situation and somebody was swinging on you.
I think that they would understand that if you do that, then I don't actually have the ability to not do that. I think that's happening because they know that he can sustain and watch. Like,
right.
Not, well, you know a person's temperament that you're around. You don't actually. Little Mama's walking on the stage. She feels that comfortable with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And she would do that. Even if I was there, she wouldn't walk on the stage with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just, we all define ourselves in the things that we actually say and we do. Like, and people know who's who, like what to expect. And other, I guess when you act your age, the maturity that this actually connected to the age that where Jay's at, like that. I'd only point that out because recently he's been putting his interest in paintings,
art,
in the actual music. I mean, and then it was Drake was saying it was something that was corny about that, and I thought it was natural. Natural is a natural progression when you get artists that grow to a point that they have that level of success, that they're gonna have interest in new things that not everyone in the culture is into. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and just inexperience. Like the day to day is not like what everyone else is doing.
Of course not. I mean, he's older, he's more mature, and he's making a lot more money.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel trapped by it at points. I felt like, you know, because I kind of enjoy normalcy. So,
but you really can't have normalcy.
Right. But I try at points like that. Like I'll randomly, when I caught you at the store.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That was there.
Yeah, I'll come like Dolo.
10 o'clock in the morning, 50's like, hey, you at the sneaker store? I'm coming through. I'm like, all right, well, who you come with? I'm by myself, and you just came by himself, right?
Yeah, like, because I feel like if I have to go find people to go, it's like it's getting permission.
Right, true.
Like, you know, how long before you start to feel like you can't even, like you can't even go see the girl without. Yeah, you got the driver and the security people out front. right. You're like, God damn, this is getting a little out of hand. Can't do nothing.
Now, recently, well, not even recently, yesterday, it came out that your son graduated from school. Yeah. And, you know, I found it funny because they said, in the report, they said 50 Cent pays for the school. He pays for, you know, everything that, you know, happens with his son, but they didn't tell you about the graduation.
Right. See, look, we have a bad relationship, me and his mom. So, I mean, I think that's been documented like for years. Like, it's to the point where like he'll call because he's going, Pop, I'm going to go back to school. You think I can get some new sneakers? I'm like, yeah. So what you need? Hold up. I know you want specifics. Like, you don't want he want the easy phone. Right. The specific joints that's coming out at different points. Right. That and I'm like, so what shoes you want? I'm gonna tell a stylist and have her go collect joints for you. And he'll go through a few and then he go, and I said, so how many you need? And he said 50. 50 pair of sneakers? Yeah, and it's because his mom, he had a conversation talking about somebody at his school said he got mad sneakers, and he said, how many pairs? He said, I got 50 pairs of sneakers. So his mother said, ask your father. Like it's like, there's no responsibility connected to the things that she actually does. And she doesn't mind that he asks me for something that she knows I'm going to say, I'm not getting you 50 pairs of sneakers. That's crazy. Like, I don't have 50 pairs of sneakers that I have value for. You know, they'll be there and you'll be like, yeah, but I don't really like those shoes. You got those shoes, but you don't care to wear them.
Right.
You know, that's how you've accumulated 50 pairs of them.
Mm-hmm.
I see in your closet, Envy.
Yeah.
So look, you know, like the shit goes
Remember,
down,
I used to own a sneaker store. I just sold it. Remember, my 50 pair ain't costing what everybody 50 pair. I used to own a sneaker store.
Now look at what's crazy. To try and resolve it, I said to him, yeah, because he's saying we'll collect sneakers. I'm like, how you gonna collect sneakers? $200, $300 sneakers? You ain't got no job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then when he ain't got no answer, I was riding past a spot uptown, and it was actually closing the sneaker joint.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in, I talk to the guy. I said, what you gonna do with the inventory? And he was like, well, I'm gonna move it. Like he was gonna put them in his basement and see if he can get them off to whoever he can get off to. So I'm like, yo, like how much you pay for those shoes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get him to give me the real number.
Right.
How much he actually, you know, and I'm going through the store, and once we start playing with it, I go, yo, so how much I take all of it.
Mm-hmm.
If I take all of it from you, what you want for it? All I'm going to do is take these sneakers and move them into a storage facility and have my little man run an online sneaker joint.
Right.
When I go see, it's the Christmas time comes, so I stop by. I'm at the spot to stay at in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, so what you going to do? Like, I'm talking to his mother, like, you thought about what you going to do? Because you ain't worked in 14 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm more conscious of child support being over than she is.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know. I was thinking about I wanted to do one of those like a store. And I was like, a store? I was like, no, not like a retail place. I was like where you sell shoes and stuff like that. I'm like an online joint. She's like, yeah. And that's when I realized that he told her everything that I actually said to him.
Right.
And that she's waiting for me to actually put that
together
so she can have it.
Right.
And it just killed it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It just destroyed the whole idea for me. And I was like, don't hold your breath.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
For me to actually do it, because it's like, man, so it's impossible for me to have her out of my actual life by way of this kid.
Right, but you know, when child support is over, it's a wrap. She got to figure it out on her own.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
And 3, 2, 1. It's pretty hard to take a shot with 3 seconds left. This game is over already.
My God. Because it's like somebody that's been locked up for so long, and then when they out, they don't know what to do.
No, to be honest with you, I'd hire her daughter before I hire her.
Mm.
I'd hire a kid out of college before I hire someone who hasn't been in the workspace for 14 years. You know, and it's just easier to teach a newer dog tricks than you know, the old dog don't want to learn the tricks.
So what was the excuse for not telling you about the graduation? Or there was no excuse? You just knew what it was?
No, like we have communication like that. During this Easter holiday, they stopped by my grandparents' home and talked to some of my aunts and them and said stuff about it, but they didn't say anything to me about it. Mm-hmm. And I'm overseas at the time. They could have easily said, well, is there a way that I could reach out to him so I can get him the actual time and the place? And it was no communication like that. Really what it is the girl looks for any opportunity that she could kind of shed some light on her being associated to me in some way.
In the press.
Whatever her name is when it walks up, it's one thing, but when she leaves, they say, yeah, I hit that. That was 50, baby. But I could care less about that joint right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the things that that girl's a mistake I made a long time ago.
Damn. All right, well, back to the music. Album in stores this Tuesday.
Yeah, it be out. I'm ready.
Now let's talk about some of the other stuff. You got so much going on. I know you got to go in a second, but you got a lot going on. So you got a new sitcom coming on.
Yeah, it's a scripted drama on the Stars Network. Mm-hmm. You're actually in it.
I'm in the first episode, right? Yeah, first episode, yeah.
And I was trying to make sure that it was relevant to the city, so I had to have you in that joint. Like they asked specifically who were the people that to try and get in it, and I brought you up. And it's one of those things like where next season it gets even iller than it is this season, because we start actually moving the show to locations that you would actually be at.
Right.
You know, this one we kept it where we offer some of New York City as a character in the actual story, because you can't fake New York. Who
wrote it? Did you write it, or did you have
Courtney Kemp?
Courtney Kemp. Okay.
We collaborated to develop the first idea. Initially, me and Mark Canton got together to talk about developing the actual show, and he had done a lot of projects that had strong music background. He did Purple Rain.
Right.
He did all Prince movies, Under the Cherry Moon, all of that. He did Crush Groove. He did Bad Boys, did Bone Collector, he did 300. You know, so he executive produced some serious projects, and I got with him, and we started to develop the right thing. Courtney was the right writer for it, so it was kind of organic.
What got you into that, though? That just seems like, you know, I know you were doing the movie thing for a long time. You're still doing the movie thing. What got you into doing the scripted drama?
Because it was the ability to make 8 movies. Because per episode, it's having a longer period of time to do character development.
Right.
The reason why I really enjoyed The Wire is because there were characters in there that didn't require very much for you to feel like you knew them, and they made them realer people to you.
Right.
Like the Marlo character was real laid back, but it feels like the real person in the environment.
Absolutely.
Because he doesn't have to get it off in one scene. Like you're gonna see him over a large period of time in the actual flick. So this was one of those projects that you could allow them to gradually turn into that person that everyone feels like they know.
Right. Now let's talk headphones a little bit. Headphones, of course, is doing well.
Yeah.
I see Carmelo Anthony, he's been wearing them a lot. Now, does that make you go harder when you see Dr. Dre selling his share of the headphones for so much money?
You know what it does? It provides the ability and opens the eyes immediately to people to who's next.
Right.
In the actual category. So everything that Beast did created an outline of who needs to talk to us next. Because everybody that they actually worked with had a competitor.
Right.
So you do HP, we talk to Dell. You do this one, we go there.
Right.
You go to Apple, we talk to Huawei.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of companies that came immediately as that actually happened, and they understand the value of it. And it's a growing category, but not for everyone. This is why I was, you know, picked out immediately as the actual competition. You know what I mean? You wouldn't say that while actually being signed to the label.
Right.
And having everything else that, you know, was going on. I mean, like, you look at Beats, and it was already that much further ahead of everything else that was there.
Had a jump start. Huge jump start.
And you look at it, it's testimony to what happens when you have a major recording company as a marketing vehicle.
Absolutely. Every video, every artist, it's a win-win. Now, also G-Unit, of course. Did you guys talk and make up yet? Is that going to be another G-Unit album? Am I going to look up? I know you're doing a bunch of concerts this year. Is Tony Yayo and Banks going to pop out, or it's not going to happen?
Well, I haven't spoken to them.
Not at all.
I haven't. I probably, you know, they got some things they got to get together on their own, like for themselves. They're men, they're grown men now. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has responsibilities and things they have to take care of on their own right. Like on the last go around, like Banks, like he has a habit of kind of like falling back. Like his arm, if you look at his arm, it said Lazy Lloyd. Before he was called Lloyd Banks, he was called Lazy Lloyd. And he'll kind of, the part that he really loves is he's passionate about the writing portion of it. So he ain't gonna not be writing the next thing.
Right.
But like shooting music videos and shooting things and working, just being out, you got to kind of give him a little push or a nudge, and then that's working for him.
But why do you think it's like that for an artist? Because he is successful. He is nice. It's not like he's dead nice, but it just seems like he's not filthy. So it's not like one of them things where I got enough money where I ain't got to do it.
Right. But it's still having the ability to go do it another way. Right. Like he's still doing shows. He just came back from overseas. The brand unit is so big that they're able to tour for like, it's been 2 years. Right. And it's still touring, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like the alarm would have went off in my head a long time ago. I'm tell you that. Like, I've been back in action. Like, what I got to do, who I got to talk to, right? How I make this work. You know what I mean? Like, because we got different temperaments. Like, you got to know that if you think for a moment that it's actually me doing it, then you got to reevaluate the way you perceive me, because you also know that I like the money. Right. I like the money enough to go get it. So then why would I not go get it with that? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like when they actually I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna work for them.
Right.
I'm not gonna run around and do it for them.
Right. Okay. Well, I know you got to go. Well, I appreciate you for joining us.
It was fun. It's always a pleasure.
Album in the stores this Tuesday. Let's play some Fifth Joints. Let's start off with Hold On. I'm going to let you got Hold On ready?
DJ P Dub.
Get you a second to get it ready.
You got your own shirts made and everything?
So people know my name.
You got leather sleeves. You're going for it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's go. You know what it is. DJ Envy's Tuesday Night Live. Let's go.